Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is the last extravaganza from patch 9.22. Tier 9, one of my favourite tiers. Of course, when you're platooning in tier 9s, you're never 2 tiers down. That's why I love her. Now, this is my old mate Ravvi The Aussie Seagull in this first of 4 battles. 4 battles in today's video, featuring some tier 9 epic tank performances, starting with my old mate Ravvi The Aussie Seagull in the Ru251. If you look at the top left-hand side of the screen, you can see he's gone a little bit blue, but that's okay. No idea what that happened. He probably... look, we all know what happens when people turn blue. Ravvi The Aussie Seagull is pretty excited about the Ru251, the Sparpanzer Ru251, the tier 9 German light tank. The one that used to be a tier 8 leads to the tier 10 light tank that nobody ever plays. But anyway, Ravvi The Aussie Seagull in the Ru251. This is a pretty groovy looking tank as he puts a shot into the Chi Ri. Now this is the kind of dream matchmaking you can get in a light tank at tier 9 when you're top tier, just 3 tier 9 tanks on each team in Cliff. And of course it's the FV3805 on the enemy team, along with the Chinese tier 9 medium tank, the WZ132A and a Centurion 71. On Ravvi's team, it's Ravvi in the 251, the AMX 30 French medium tank, and the big bad American M53 M55, which a lot of people say is better than the tier 10. What do you think? I'm not an artillery expert, as Ravvi picks up a little bit more assisted damage into the Centurion 71, and that's what he looks. I reckon that's what he's going to be focusing on. Try and get rid of one of those 3 tier 9 tanks on the enemy team by trying to keep that Centurion lit. Even though these tanks here in the southeast aren't top tier tanks, as the SU-152, 2 SU-152 I should say, IS-6, IS-2, none of them should have too much problem penetrating that Centurion 7-1. That's why Ravvi's trying to keep him lit, and hopefully somebody will pop a shot into him. Artillery should be able to get a shot into him from where he is, the M53, M55, or even the SU-14-2 has got a pretty heavy hitting gun at tier 8. 1 zips the score. Ravvi The Aussie Seagull, he is no dummy. Look at that. That's 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel of the Ru251. The Are You Serious? Also known as the Are You Having Fun? Are you watching? Are you watching? Live on Twitch, live on YouTube. Get on board studios. Here we go. Ravvi The Aussie Seagull, already up to 447 damage, and he's just chipping away in that ISU-152. That's the big bad tier 7 Russian... No, the ISU, the tier 8 Russian tank destroyer. It's got the big, massive 152mm guns, which would just... It would send Ravvi into the next battle if one of those big shells landed on the Ru251. Now, the Ru251, it's a groovy looking tank, and it's a tank that I got a lot of my light tank missions in. It's fast, it's got a half decent gun. The gun has APCR rounds as standard in the 90mm gun. 240 alpha damage isn't bad at all. 215 pen isn't too bad either. 250 with the heat rounds. That's in case you come up against something a little bit more heavily armoured. Now you can see Ravvi's got chocolate running as a premium consumable. He's also just loaded a high explosive round. Good use of the high explosive round, getting 274 hit points of damage. He might have got that with a standard round, but might not. The high explosive rounds can give you 320, which who knows. Puts another shot into the Centurion 7-1. He's hoping for the kill. Will he get the kill? He wants it. He really wants that kill. Getting rid of a top tier tank on the enemy team, that's the right thing to do. Ravvi's still on full health, 1329 damage done, 1209 assisted damage. They're winning 4-2, so he doesn't need to do anything too silly. He's still blue. Not sure. I don't know. He didn't tell me. Auto aims on the Chi Ri, puts a shot into the tier 7 Japanese medium tank. Waits for the reload. I reckon he's going to start chipping away at that Chi Ri. Maybe even the 110. That 110 hasn't been seen for too long. They're winning by a tank. The IS-3 gets taken out by the WZ132A on the other side of the map. And Ravvi says, no worries, hold my beer. I've got this. Let's get rid of that J-Panther and confirm this lead at 6-3. He's got 2 kills, 1740 damage, over 2000 assisted damage. Just kicking back up here by the lighthouse. Jewbacker says, nice shot, are you... that's what he's trying to say. Nice shot, are you... Not sure if Jewbacker is... I don't know, is that racist? I have no idea. 6-3, Ravvi The Aussie Seagull on 1700 damage, 2000 assisted damage. Tries not to flip his tank going down the cliffside, and you can see he's firmly looking at that Tiger 1. That Tiger 1 at tier 7. Probably tier 7 can be challenging when you're a heavy tank, I guess. Tier 7 heavy tank in a Tier 9 game. Now that Tiger 1 is not in danger from any of these tank destroyers, but the Tiger 1 just killed that AMX 30. Ravvi's saying, hold my beer, I've got to get rid of this Tiger 1. Moves up here, goes north to make sure that nobody up there at C1 sniping can put any damage into his tank. Looks like the VK3002 was going to start to join Ravvi, but then the VKs realised, no, Ravvi's not going that way, so I better turn around. Ravvi looking around here. The T28 prototype gets spotted over there in the west, and Ravvi looking for... He finds ESU-51, and hopefully somebody can kill that artillery. And Ravvi maybe thinking, you know what it's like in a light tank, and you see an arty, you've got to shoot him. I think that's actually in the rules. Puts one shot into the 251. The 251 gets taken out by artillery only for 118 damage. That M53, M55 won't be too happy. He only got 100 odd damage in that shot. 8-4 now. Ravvi on 2 kills. Over 2,000 assisted, over 2,000 damage done. He's working away, clearly looking towards the Alpine Tiger. Now the preferential matchmaking. Tier 8 Chinese premium tank. Oh, that's Vinny from FTP clan. He's an absolute, he's a character, that guy. Picks up, no, he didn't get any assisted damage on that occasion. The IS-2 picked up the kill on the Alpine Tiger. And Ravvi looking towards, go for the Tier 9 light tank, man. Go for the WZ. That's where he wants to go. The WZ has just fired. Not sure why he has just auto-aimed on him and getting behind him. That's what he does. Picks up his 3rd kill. 4 enemy tanks left. They're all tank destroyers, all blinders bats. 2 left. Picks up another 300 assisted damage on the ISU-152. Continues to roll forward. Now that AT-7 or the SU-152 have both not been spotted this game. The only tank that has been spotted in this battle is the T-28 prototype, and he's over there at D1. Looks like that's where Ravvi's going to head. He's on full health. He can afford to cop a few shots if he needs to. Of course he doesn't want to. He's already up to 2,300 damage, 24 assisted and a bit. Continuing to roll forward. It looks like those Tier 7 TDs are right at the back, camping like absolute bitches. I know it can be, it can be challenging when you're a low tier, but, well, they're not that far back, I guess. They're not that far back, so who knows. Puts another shot into the SU-152. He's got to rack up a little bit more damage. He's a pro player, Ravvi the Aussie Seagull. 3 kills, 2790 damage, 3,000 assisted, 2 enemy tanks left. Cops a shot from the AT-7. Sticking with standard rounds, the AT-7 can be a little bit of a challenge to penetrate frontally, but looks like he might have the side. He's not firing gold. Well done, Ravvi. It's not often Ravvi doesn't fire gold. I'm only joking. He knows I'm only joking. Shoots and tracks the AT-7, hoping for a little bit more assisted damage. Nobody else damages the AT-7, so he says, no worries. Hold my beer again. Tracks him. Picks up some more assisted damage for the damage track. Pops another shot into. He might even get the kill here. 37 assisted. Make that 38 assisted. 32 damage done. 15-4. Comprehensive win on Cliff from the old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull in the Are You Serious 251. Are you having fun? That's what he calls his replay. And not only is that an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, it is also his 3rd mark of excellence in that tank. That's an absolutely massive achievement for the old mate Ravvi. In the Sparpanzer RU251. Are you having fun? Because I am. Get on board. 3 marks of excellence. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Spotter medal. I think he did over 3,000 assisted damage in the end. Bruiser medal. 5 for effect. Scout medal. Confederate Patrol Duty. Thank you very much. Tops the score charts with 1,456 base experience. Now that 1,456 is not with a daily double or a premium account multiplier. That's the base score in this game. 3,283 damage, 3 kills, 3855 assisted damage. That's what turned this 3,000 damage game into an epic masterpiece. 7,000 combined. Too many medals to count. Nearly 54,000 credits after tax with a premium account. That's because I don't think he fired any gold at all, even though he was running chocolate. And you can see that he hasn't been charged for the chocolate, so he's clearly bought a heap on at half price. Clearly taken my advice. Well done, Ravvi, for doing that, and that's why it was a pretty good profitable game. 3 marks of excellence in the RU251. Very, very well done indeed from the old mate Ravvi the Aussie Seagull in the RU251, the Sparpanzer. As we move on to the second game in this extravaganza of Tier 9 tanks. That was a light tank. This one's going to be a medium tank replay. This time featuring the old mate CCZA6988 from Crazy Clan. We're going to call him CC in this replay. He's on mines in the AMX 30. The AMX 30, the one of the, you wouldn't call it new anymore, would you? But one of the newer French lines that came in probably a year or so ago now, and maybe even 2 years ago. Where did the AMX 30 come in? Someone let me know in the comments if you could. The AMX M451 is another tank that I've been grinding at the moment. It's the brand new heavy French tank. The AMX M451 implores CC to pull back. He doesn't want him to run in there and throw his tank away. Lucky enough to be top tier, 3 tier 9 tanks on each team, very similar to Ravvi's battle. T10, a Centurion 7-1, and the T54 on the enemy team. The AMX M451, the AMX 30, and the T54 on CC's team. CC deciding is going to run the western flank. You can see a Pershing has already made his way all the way down there to K1, and I'm tipping that CC might be hoping to come up here just past the lighthouse, maybe get a few sniper shots into whoever might be camping back there. STA-2 is the STA-2. That's the premium Japanese tier 8 medium tank, kicking back like a tank destroyer with a Tiger 1. Yes, similar to the last game, you see a Tiger 1 in a tier 9 game and you think you've got to feel sorry for the guy. You really do. The IS-2 cops a big shot. CC puts a shot towards the STA-2 and the Tiger. He receives a shot from the STA-2 and he's over here with the Pershing. Now that Pershing's not in a bad position. He's reasonably well hulled down. Go for the kill shot, man. What are you doing? Why is he not trying to shoot this guy here? The T29. T29's already been killed. That's probably why. Good one, Stewie. Well done. 2-alls to score. He's done nothing yet, but he's just getting ready. This is mines. This is where it's all happening. Bit of map pinging going on. There's the back of the T54. That shell seemed to take forever to get there, but he got a shot into the side of the enemy T54, the tier 9. The tier 9 medium tank. I don't know how that shot landed. Luck, RNG, you call it what you will, but CC picks up his first kill. We're winning 4-2, and side shots into a KV3 when you're in a tier 9 medium tank. You're just going to say thank you very much. Now you might think that the gun is not looking too accurate when you look at how big that circle is. He's zoomed right into 25 there. Not something I do, but CC's a much better player than I am anyway. Shoots again. That should be his second kill. It is, and that brings the scoreboard up to 6-3. He's still on 1,282 hit points, 1,467 damage done, 2 kills, but he's just getting started here on mines. 6-4 as the Oni goes down to the enemy low. Look at this interesting stuff happening in the north, and I think that's what CC's just worked out. He kills the STA-2 as the Lorraine 40 ton picks up the kill on the Tiger 1, getting rid of a tier 7 and a tier 8 in that that little short space of time. Doesn't look where he's going. Very important to look where you're going, folks, especially when you're driving a tank. Picks up the kill on the IKV 90B. That's kill number 4. Cops a shot from the AMX 65T. That's the new-ish heavy French tank. It's a tank that a lot of people don't seem to like. Let's see what the old mate CC ZA 6988 from Crazy Clan can do. Is clearly looking at the AMX 65T. That should be easy damage all day long. The AMX 30 has got a 105mm gun, 390 average alpha damage, 248 pen as he gets the kill on the low. 300 penetration with heat rounds, which is premium. Time to farm a little bit of damage on this AMX 65T now, folks. Pops in for 422. That's not a bad roll at all. Looking... They're being a little bit wary of that Centurion as well as the AMX 12T. That should be another kill. That's a Top Gun confirmed. But just like I did not too long ago in mines, you might think, gee, Top Gun's looking good, but there's still 4 enemy tanks remaining. Let's see what we can do in this replay. Pops a shell into the Centurion 7-1. That Centurion 7-1, he looks like he knows what he's doing. Looks like there's 1 or 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel. And leave me some damage, says the AMX M451 in the chat comments. Where is he? Oh, he's coming around that corner, the AMX M451. There's nothing he can really shoot at, so it looks like he's coming back around to try and get rid of this IS and the Black Prince. Somebody on the enemy team is on CC's cap, and it's time to start moving because there's not many fast tanks left. And look, is the AMX M451? Is he? I don't think he is going for the cap. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. He's looking towards a Black Prince by the looks of things on 324 hit points. Certainly is a one-shot for CC. Auto aims, pops him, picks up kill number 7. 3 enemy tanks remaining. This could be a Radley Walters if he plays his cards right. Aiming slowly towards Centurion, bounces the Centurion's turret, or maybe he missed that one entirely. The IS goes down to the Centurion 7-1 up there in the middle of the mine site. The IS gets off the cap. What's the IS do? That IS is on very low hit points. It looks like the AMX M451 might be trying to kill him. And the IS-2 just gets a little bit angry in the chat. Not sure why. Maybe he got killed and he wants to blame everybody else. Unfortunately, CC popped a shot into the Pershing. Centurion 7-1 is still up there, but pretty well hidden behind there. There's the IS-2. Is that the IS-2 that was getting very angry in the chat? It looks like he might have. There you go. Pops a shot. Doesn't scratch the Centurion 7-1. Waits for his gun to reload. Looks like the IS-2 just put a shot into him. And CC confirms the Radley Walters, picking up his 6th kill, getting rid of that Centurion 7-1. Not sure what the AMX M441's doing with that IS. He is on low health though. The IS confirms the kill on the AMX M441. That's the new heavily armoured Tier 9 French heavy tank. 8 kills to CC ZA 9069 88 from Crazy Clan. CC, as he's known to his mates, you're looking towards the IS. Aim. Take your time. There's your 9th kill, and all of a sudden it's gone from a Top Gun to a Radley. Can he do it? Can he do it? This could be a pulls. The IS-2 on very, very low hit points. The Pershing pretty low as well. The T-34-3 is kicking back there, sniping like an absolute champion on 645 hit points. That shot goes through, takes him down to 230. That's a one shot for CC. It's probably also a one shot for the IS-2. Looks like the Pershing is going full ham towards the T-34-3. That's a premium Chinese Tier 8 medium tank, the one with preferential matchmaking. He aims, he fires clutch, picks up his 10th kill, just like Stewie did on Mines. If you didn't notice, that was a pools 10 kills for a pools medal, only a first class. You're joking, CC. What more do you need to do to pick up an ace? I've got to be honest with you, exactly the same lineup, exactly the same matchmaking for myself when I got a pools medal not too long ago on Mines. Poor old CC from Crazy Clan, only a first class mastery badge. You are joking, surely you're joking. Hand of God medal, Bruiser, Jeweler's Fire for effect. There's the pools medal, folks. That is an epic performance. Top Gun, 10 kills. Thank you very much. 4,860 hit points of damage. That AMX M4 41, 51, 41, 51. He got plenty of damage in the end. 4,637 for the AMX M4 51. CC from Crazy. He fired 22 shots, 17 did damage out of the 20 that hit. 4,860 damage. 2,400 sniped. I didn't think it was that much. No assisted damage. Maybe that's why it wasn't an ace tanker. And the other Tier 9 French heavy tank certainly had a good game. Unlucky with the kills, but he certainly did his job with the damage. Made 3,337 credits after tax. That's with the standard account. Would have been nearly 25 with a premium. 7.5 minute game. Unlucky not to get an ace tanker, but you'll take the pools medal all day long as soon as you can. Pools medal, thank you very much. CC ZA 6988 from Crazy Clan in the AMX 30. The AMX 30, the Tier 9 French medium tank, picking up a pools medal. That was exactly what I did in my T10 when I picked up my one and only pools medal about a week or two ago. A week or two ago from when I'm recording this on the 14th of March. Pretty good feeling, mate. I know the feeling. I don't know how many pools medals CC's got, but I was pretty excited myself. Anyway, let's move on to game number 3 in this epic, what do you call it? An extravaganza of Tier 9 tanks. This is time for a couple of heavy tank replays. The first one featuring the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan and the Object 257. Now the Object 257 is the heavy tank that looks pretty cool, but it just looks a little bit short. If you ask me, it looks like it should finish about here where the cursor is. It just looks a little bit short. 122mm gun, 440 alpha damage, 248 penetration with standard, 315 with the heat rounds, which is premium ammunition. Flying Elite from Pyro Clan. Over here in, is it Muravanka? It is. It's the in the Magical Forest, hoping for a big shot into the top of that Panther, I think it was. But the Panther got out of the way. Shoots towards the T26E4 Super Pershing. Bounces that shot. He's over. He's right in the thick of it. He's sticking with the standard rounds. He'll be, I reckon maybe this was the replay that he sent me saying, watch this, Stewie, not too many premium rounds in this one. Doesn't manage to trait, the Super Pershing. This Super Pershing, however, is going to be in a little bit of trouble. He pops a shot into the side of the premium preferential matchmaking Tier 8 American premium medium tank. He's got the gun aimed on him. He's hoping surely some of his teammates will be shooting in that direction. This is where all the action's happening on Muravanka. Flying Elite's got a kill. He's also got 1,400 damage blocked. It goes to show Russian armor is pretty groovy. Russian armor pretty groovy at the best of times. Pops a few shots into the T-26 E4. Just a stubborn tank. Flying Elite shoots and tracks the enemy Object 257, sticking with the standard rounds, picking up a little bit of assisted damage, 1,640 damage blocked. Would have thought he would have got some assisted damage at some stage, having tracked all these tanks. Clearly nobody really shooting anyone that he tracked apart from that T-26 E4 just now, the Super Pershing. 4-2's the score, 1 kill to the Flying Elite, nearly 2,000 damage, nearly 2,000 damage blocked as well. He shoots and bounces the enemy Object 257. Still sticking with standard rounds. Flying Elite it's often mentioned in the Flying Elite's replays. He does fire a lot of gold, but why wouldn't you when you're going for those ace tanker replays and the and marks of excellence? Has he got any on this one yet? Probably not yet. Probably the tank's probably a little bit new, but I'm sure we'll be getting some marks of excellence sooner or later on these big bad Russian bad boys. Pops a shot into the side of the enemy Object 257, takes him down to 1066 hit points, trying to make it a little bit more of an even ball game because the Flying Elite down to 750. That shot does go through for another 430, brings his damage count up to over 3,000. 2,000 damage blocked, a whisker of assisted damage as well. I'd be a little bit concerned about that Panther. Looks like that Panther is on the other side. On the other side of a hill, another shot into the 257 takes him down to 168. Pretty sure the enemy Object 257 did fire about the same time, so Flying Elite may beat him on the reload. Takes his time, executes him with a bullet to the head, and that's his second kill. 3,877 damage done, 2,080 blocked, 101 assisted damage, 10-4's the score as he continues to run around looking for this IS-6. Now this IS-6, that IS-6 is going to struggle shooting the Object 257. I'm not sure of the particulars of it, but the IS-6 firing didn't tell me there if it was AP or APCR for the IS-6, but it doesn't matter. He's been sent back to the garage. The Russian premium preferential matchmaking Tier 8 heavy tank. A lot of people would say that tank's been sort of power crept out of the game. Flying Elite continues to roll forward on 3 kills, 4,500 damage done, 2,000 blocks, 101 assisted damage. Sticking with the standard rounds, pops a shot into the T20, takes his damage up to nearly 5,000. Gets another little bit more assisted damage. He's got 1 standard shell remaining. 2 enemy tanks. It's the IS at Tier 7 and a Lorraine 40 ton at Tier 8. Shouldn't need any premium rounds for those 2 tanks. The IS goes down to the T54 lightweight in the southwest. That just leaves the Lorraine 40T. It's a pretty quick tank, the Lorraine 40T. It might still be around here. You can see everybody converging to where it was last seen on the minimap. And where could he be? I don't think he's there. I think he's quite possibly run away. Could be absolutely anywhere. Is the Flying Elite going to find this cheeky little premium French medium tank? The auto-loading Lorraine 40 ton. He gets spotted, so he knows he's not too far down. Continue to drive straight for those bushes, me old mate. Surely that's where he's going to be. Of course, Lorraine 40T is a perfect matchup for your Batchat crew if you're looking for premium tanks. Wow, maybe he's down here. We'll see if that IS gets killed. Tiger P's been spotted. There he is. Wow, you are an absolute winner, me old mate. Lorraine 40T. FJDA, who knows what his name is, but who cares? He's down to 263 hit points. The Flying Elite goes for the kill shot. 4 kills in the end. Ace tanker, 15-4. GG, well played. And there you go. That's Muravanka. Let's see how he went on the battle result before we move into our 4th and final replay featuring the Tier 9 lights, mediums and heavies in an extravaganza. No surprise, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for me old mate, the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan. Bruiser Medal, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, Steel Wall, High Caliber. Thank you very much. Hold my beer. I've got that. Object 257, the new Tier 9 Russian Heavy Tank. 5,700 damage exactly. 4 kills, 1428 base experience. Leo had a pretty good game there too, considering he was a Tier 7. The other Tier 9's T54 lightweight, not that flash. Who was the other Tier 9? T54. No. Was it only 2? That's not a Tier 9, is it? Anyway, don't think it was. He made credits in that one. No, didn't have the gold spam. He made nearly 50,000 credits after tax with a premium account after paying for all the bits and bobs. 6 minutes it went for, 19 shots fired. They all hit. Who said Russian guns aren't accurate? Only 15 penetrated though. Only 15 penetrating shots. 5,700 damage, 2,000 damage blocked. Ace Tanker, thank you very much. That's the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan. In the new Tier 9 Russian Heavy Tank, the Object 257. That's the new way to get to the IS-7, a very, very popular Clan Wars tank for Tier 10, if that's how you roll. Used to be the T10, which got you there, which used to be called the IS-8, which was so confusing, especially to somebody like me. Anyway, let's move on to the second game. I'm going to fast forward this one because I know not too much happens at the start. This game is a little bit long. This is my old mate Bucket from Yeti Clan. Bucket in the Object 705. It's another brand new Tier 9 Russian Heavy Tank. The Object 705 is the rear-turreted heavy tank, which leads to the Object 705A at Tier 10. We're sort of yet to know if that's going to be a tank that Clan Wars is going to be if it's going to be like a Clan Wars meta tank, if that's the word. Is it meta or meta? I think it's meta. Anyway, they're down by 2 tanks on... Make it 3 tanks on highway. The Object 705, I know he's going to go back to the base, so I'm just going to make it go quick. Let's have a look at the gun. 122mm gun, 440 alpha damage, 248 penetration, that's with standard, 315 with heat rounds. Probably the same gun as we just saw the Flying Elite running around in the Object 257. Now, Bucket from Yeti Clan in the Object 705. As I said, this is the rear turreted tank. Looks, you know what it reminds me of? As he pops a shot towards the guard, doesn't quite land it. I've slowed it back to normal time now. It looks like he's just kicking back here. Gee, that shot went through the Challenger. That Challenger would not know what hit him. It reminds me, this tank and the 705A reminds me a little bit of the newer Taken tanks. They've got a very flat, big turret, which looks like it might pull off some pretty groovy bounces. Yeti just lands that one into the VK30-02D, which consequently gets taken out by the artillery. 5-7, they're only down by 2 tanks. 5 minutes have gone. 5-7's the score. Bucket's on 747. 747 damage done. Aeroplane. Jumbo jet. Used to have that number in my phone number before. People, telemarketers, you know, they're bastards. Anyway, 5-7. Bucket from Yeti Clan in the Object 705 in the final extravaganza of patch 922. Is this thought I had wasn't sure what kind of speed I had it on there. 5-7's the score, 747 damage done. Just like Stewie's old phone number, and a big bad jumbo jet. Looks at the T25AT, says, looks like free damage to me. I'll take it. Sorry, that T25T, he won't know what hit him either. The Tier 7 American Tank Destroyer. Looks like there's not a great amount of stuff over here in the west. The Panther, which we know got a little bit of damage. He's got 2 kills. He's having a good game. But we know he hasn't got that much health left. The T25AT we just saw got shot by a Bucket. He's going to be on pretty low health as well. These guys here, they're bravely protecting artillery. That's why the FV3805 is coming running down here. Type 59, however, is on his own in town. And Bucket from Yeti Clan slowly climbing up this hill, trying to get some flanking shots on some enemy tanks. Sees the Tier 9 French artillery, sends him back to the garage. That's one less clicker, dropping turds on this big head. Of course, when you hit a tank like the 705, especially when you're top tier, and you get the opportunity to get rid of an artillery, you think, thank Christ for that. Even if you get into a good spot, we all know they can make your life a misery. Gets a shell into the Challenger, picks up some assisted damage as the Type 59 picks up that kill, and all of a sudden it's back to an even ball game. They were down, what, 4 tanks early on? when Bucket took the initial route into the town. All the enemy tanks have been spotted. I can't see where the Type 4 was spotted. You'd imagine it would be in the town. The 59 Patton, however, was last spotted down here. This looks like that's where Bucket's heading. You can see the Type 4 Heavy. I don't know if that's going to pen. Looks like it does. Can't see which direction that Type 4 Heavy tank is facing. You might imagine he's turning his gun around. Unlucky, that shell doesn't penetrate. He's in a good hold down position though with his dead tank right here. That's he's really not giving the enemy Type 5 much of a chance to aim properly. He knows artillery can hit him though. He has copped a little bit of damage. 264 from the GW Tiger P. Still down by 2, 8-10. Now that shell was always going to be a little bit of a gamble whether it was going to penetrate or not. Bucket from Yeti Clan on 1 kill, nearly 3,000 damage. The score's 8-10. He is by himself here, up against 3 enemy tanks, a Ferdinand, a Type 4 Heavy, and speaking of Ferdinand, there he goes one. His gun gets slightly damaged. Now, he'll be probably thinking there's 2 artilleries here, and that's probably what he's thinking. He's probably thinking there's 2 artilleries here. We don't want them shooting at me, so if I stay reasonably close to the Ferdinand, enemy artillery decides that it's worth shooting towards Bucket, and of course yeah, he has a look there. That's where artillery is. Enemy arty's up at A1. Of course, the new direction indicator, when artillery shoots you, it sort of tells you where it is. People are calling the T20 a noob. 59 Patton on that enemy team, who was here, has gone all the way up to these arties. His T20 is not even trying to light that enemy tank. There's the Type 5 Heavy. This time he's damaged his ammo rack. He can't fix it for another 40 odd seconds. And he'll be thinking, Bucket will be thinking these arty shells certainly going to be coming soon. The GW Panther goes down to the 59 Patton. He'll be praying for this gun to reload, and it looks like the Type 5 the Type 5 can't catch Bucket with his gun traverse. He auto aims on the Type 5. It's going to take him a while to reload. Wow, what's going to happen here? This is terrible. It's good, but it's terrible. Hopefully that Stritchwagon S1 is going to do okay. Up against. Oh, he doesn't penetrate. Fixes his ammo rack so he can reload something. Cops a big high explosive round from the Type 4 Heavy for 498 hit points. He's down to 726, but he pops the Type 4 Heavy. One beautiful shot into the Type 4 Heavy. Kills him. And now the score is 11-14. Bucket's on 5,000. That was one of the artilleries. I would hesitate to suggest maybe the Tier 7 artillery just fired towards Bucket. Maybe that's why it just sounded a little bit soft, didn't it, that shell? Now, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that the enemy team was going to start capping. He fires blindly as he continues to accelerate towards the cap. Puts a shot into the building just to make sure if more than one tank get on the cap, then it's not going to be all over. A minute to go before they cap it out. I have got this on a quicker replay, so I'm starting to lose the voice. Bucket's on 3 kills, 5,144 damage. A little bit blocked, a little bit of assisted. Continues to go towards the cap. There's the M48 Patton. Now that M48 Patton's going to struggle to penetrate Bucket from Yeti Clan. He's got 4 standard shells. 7 standard shells remaining. Looking. There are 2 tanks on there now, so he doesn't worry about the Patton. Takes the kill on the T25 AT. Gets shot again by the Patton. Loses his tracks. Now he can't fix his tracks. He's just got to wait for him to come up again. That Patton is a one-shot. He's not going to cap this out. I don't know why he's staying on the cap for. Artillery shoots Bucket from Yeti Clan, and there's no rush. He might as well wait till he's no longer stunned, and then he can do his stuff here. There he goes. Good night, Irene. The 59 Patton, and that's just Bucket up against 2 enemy artilleries. Now we know that there was artillery up there at A1. Now see what he started to do there. He started to drive around to the left of that house, and drive until he thought he was no longer lit. Oh, he shoots! He critically hits the GW Panther. You're joking. You are joking. Is he? What's going to happen here? He should get it. Should get it in time. He does. That's his 6th kill. Artillery shoots him, and in shooting him, he lets him know that he's up here towards A6. He fires a blind shot towards where that enemy GW Tiger P, the tier 8 artillery, was where he was shooting from. Of course, when artillery, it's what I mentioned earlier, when artillery hits you, it tells you in which direction the shell comes from. So Bucket from Yeti Clan, not stuffing around. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock. He's heading straight for where that GW Tiger P was shooting him from. And let's see if we can do that. The FV lets him know it's 1 minute and 30 if you want to cap to win it, but it's too late now. It's down closer to a minute. Might as well do it the old-fashioned way. And there's his 7th kill. There's the win. 15 for Bucket from Yeti Clan. You absolute legend. That is an epic performance. In the Object 705, Bucket from Yeti Clan. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Hand of God Medal, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect, Dimitri's Medal for killing 3 artillery pieces, Defender, High Caliber, Top Gun. Thank you very much. That was unbelievable. In the rear-turreted Russian Tier 9 heavy tank, I reckon that looks a little bit like the new Italian tanks. What do you think? 1,483 base experience, 6,874 damage done, 7 kills. He carried that one, that's for sure. Only 2 other tanks hit 1,000. Make that 3. But wow, what can I say? 26 shots fired, 22 hit, 18 did damage, 6,874 hit points of damage, 1,000 damage blocked by armor. He reset the cap as well. He got an ace tanker, and he cost him 5,000 credits. I would have thought he would have made money. I didn't see a great deal of premium ammunition getting thrown around in that battle. Only made 5,000 credits with a premium account. Of course, it cost him 20,000 for the well, it would have been for the food. I think pretty sure he had extra combat rations running, and well, that's probably it. Oh no, of course he had the other stuff going, the first aid kit and all the rest of it. But 14 minutes, 26 shots fired, 22 hit, 18 did damage, 6,874 damage done, 1,000 blocked. Where's the assisted damage? 37. Anyway, Ace Tanker. Well done, Bucket, and thank you for the idea of live streaming some replays. This will be the last extravaganza of patch 922, and March, hopefully patch 1, brings us some pretty groovy replays such as that. The next couple of videos, or the couple of videos, just depending on how things run, will be recorded live on Twitch too, so make sure you check out Twitch. Make sure you like and subscribe for some live video recordings, and of course just the normal ones that I'm doing, such as this. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.